Check, check. Sorry, I had to restart my Stream Deck to ensure that everything is working properly. Neil Johnson, first of all, thank you for being a member for 23 months. You are almost there to being a member for two full years,
Sorry,
my
I had
guy.
to restart
And Neil,
my,
I want
Stream
to
Deck
apologize
to ensure
you
that
for
everything is
always
working
calling
properly.
you Neil Johnson
Neil
when it has
Johnson,
always
first of
been
all.
John Stone. My sincerest apologies, but applause is to you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Neil. Just wanted to go ahead and get that out of the way before we get started with today's chapter. Ladies and gentlemen, what a cliffhanger ending to end on before we went on break. But it's time to begin. So, yo, peoples, Kyushu92 here, and welcome back to yet another live reaction to One Piece. Last we left out on, things got dire. Vegapunk's message was being broadcast from the north, south, east, west, blue, everywhere, from Dressrosa down to literally everywhere else of this, the truth of the world being teased by Vegapunk. Then Shaka was talking to him like in the past, saying like, well, if you give it an hour before people realize this, it'll give time for other people to meddle with this message. So Vegapunk says, all right, we'll shorten it to 10 minutes. And now the countdown has begun, and utter shock and fear appears on the face of Jay Garcia. And then we find out that all of the Gorosei can telepathically speak to one another. So they're basically just mutants. They're just mutants from the X-Men. So they can communicate to each other, and it gets so serious that Jay Garcia begins the summoning to bring all remaining members of the Gorosei to Egghead right then and there. Let's begin with chapter 11:10, Starfall. Ooh, okay. Ogre Child Yamato's Golden Harvest Surrogate Pilgrimage. That is a long title. We got a cover story, because remember, we were cutting to a cover story concerning Wano. Last one was the start of it, where we saw that Onigashima has sunk into the sea. Somehow got there to the sea. I'm going to assume that it was Momonosuke using flame clouds to get it there. But Onigashima has sunk into the sea right behind the old Wano ruins underwater. So that's what's happening. So now we have Ogre Child Yamato's Golden Harvest Surrogate Pilgrimage, Volume 2, I want to travel throughout Wano like Oden did. So Yamato's going to begin his adventure going through this, following the footsteps of Oden. Now, Yamato talked about this, which is why Yamato didn't go with the Straw Hat crew when Luffy was asking about it. So now we see the first step of Yamato saying like, hey, I want to travel like Oden did. And Momonosuke's just looking at Yamato like, okay. But let's begin. Woo! 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 I'm already screaming because the first panel is the lightning from Jay Garcia's summoning circles being seen from outside of Egghead. And we have Bluegrass riding on the giraffe sea beast weapon. And she's going, what in the? And then all of the other Marine soldiers are going like, isn't that what happened when Saint Saturn disembarked earlier? And Bluegrass is looking on with like a dour look on her face. And the giants who are carrying Frankie, Bonnie, and everyone else is going, huh? I'm worried about the others. And this is Bonnie. And then an arrow goes flying through the air, and the giants, along with the pacifistas, are just straight up destroying more Marine ships. Then we have Dory and Bragi making their way deeper into Egghead. Sacred Marijois. What is that, Stella? What is that, Stella? And we cut to Marijois. Oh, this is the message. Of Shaka talking to Vegapunk going, what is that, Stella? And then we cut to the Chamber of Power as Vegapunk's message is being broadcast, but all of the Gorosei are gone. They're coming! All of the Gorosei are gone. Huh? Why, it's the dream of all mankind.
Vega coffee. One speck of this stuff dropped in water, and you've instantly got nice warm coffee.
Kitty was talking about like she said she needed some coffee earlier this morning when she was saying good morning in the Discord. So, Kitty, this Vega coffee's for you.
And you've instantly got nice warm coffee. How many minutes left?
And as this is going, oh my God, they're coming. How many minutes left?
It's not like we're on a strict timer. Let's wait 7 minutes or so.
And something starts to come up through the summoning circles. And Luffy sees it going, what the?
And then we'll begin.
As these figures start to make their way up out of the summoning circle.
Not that anyone will be close enough to stop us if they wished.
And as Jay Garcia is standing there in his full Ushi Oni form, we get more forms, more forms of creatures. And Luffy and people are huffing and puffing, and we have Sanji who's holding on to Vegapunk going, gotta get in touch with Nami's group. And Luffy's going, there are 5 monsters now! We get the names of these creatures. Saint J. Garcia Saturn, Gyuki, Saint Marcus, what is this? Margus Mars? Was it Marcus? Saint Margus Mars, Itsumade. Then we have Saint Topman Warcury, Fengchi. And then we have Saint Ethan Baron, what is it? Ethan, the names are really squished together. Then we have Ethan Bader, Ethan Baron. Saint Ethan Baron. I'm sorry, I'm trying to think of the names right here. I'm just gonna go through it again. Saint J. Garcia Saturn, Gyuki. Then we have Saint Mars, Itsumade. Then we have Saint Warcury, Fengchi. Then we have Saint Venus Juro, Bakutsu. Then we have Saint Jupiter, Sandworm. And it shows them in their mythical Zoan forms. Highest authority of the world government. They are all demons. Yo! Saint Venus Juro is a literal skeletal. He's a literal skeleton death horse, and they're all awakened. Gyuki, Itsumade, Fengchi, Bakotsu, and Sandworm. Why is Peter the only one that's got like a regular name? But like just literal sandworm. But they're all just these creatures. They're just these giant demonized creature. Jupiter's literal giant worm. They're all awakened. They got the black flames around their Zoan forms. Highest authority of the world government. 5 elders. We see what form they are. We knew that Top Man was going to be some sort of, well, not really, but we knew one of them was going to be like some sort of warthog type creature. And it took me back to what I thought Jay Garcia was. I thought he was the warthog type creature, but Warcury is the warthog, is the demon warthog. That's crazy. And they immediately start running. Well, actually, they immediately start moving past Jay Garcia, and Jupiter in his Zoan form, he apparently he has fantastic eyesight. No, it's not that no, wait. No, not Jupiter. Saint Ethan Baron, the bald guy. He starts running at high speed through the forest, and then we see a pacifista. We see it shooting up a ship, and then we see Ethan Baron go half Zoan, and he starts to zoom in towards the pacifista, and he finally uses the sword! Using his sword, he slices straight through the pacifista in an instant. And mind you, no one sees Ethan Baron at all. He just appears and blitzes the pacifista faster than any of the other Marines can see. Huh? The pacifista is down. And then Ethan Barron is slicing through all of the pacifistas on the shore. Just instantly, what is his sword? What is his sword? What is his power? He's just slicing through every single one of them in one swift, in an instant. I just saw something. An enormous horse on the shore. It's racing through them.
The pacifista closest to us has shut down.
Same over here.
Are they getting slashed?
No, it seems to be partially frozen. What? And then we have Sanji who's seeing Saint Mars. Saint Mars is a giant bird creature. We're gonna look these up. We are gonna look up what these creatures are. We're gonna look them up. But we see Sanji see one of them fly up in the air. Hello, Nami, Robin, etc. Come in. It's kind of hard to explain what's happening down here, but in short, time's up. Get away from there.
Huh? Why? What do you mean?
Hands on report.
The fallen pacifistas are temporarily disabled due to freezing in the circuits to the brain.
Whatever Saint Ethan Barron has done to them, they just froze from the inside. What is he? Someone did that for us? Now we don't have to waste our strength fighting them. Then we have Doberman. Kill Bonnie now while we have the opening. Bonnie and the Straw Hats are at the northeast shore. The pacifistas' numbers have already been halved. It's definitely an ally's work. They have no idea that it's the 5 elders. And we have Saint Mars. He's flying above. He's flying above towards the lava face. And this is Sanji going, just run away. A really freaky monster's flying up towards you. Escape at once. And as he goes, he just flies straight. He just flies straight into the barrier. He just flies straight into the barrier. Then we have Ethan Barron slicing through more pacifistas. And we have Luffy, who's contending with Jay Garcia, while we also have Saint Mercury and Saint Jupiter, who is still there with Luffy. And Jupiter, who's the sandworm, he dives underground while Luffy's facing off against Jay Garcia with his tentacle-like spider legs. Hey, dove under! An earthworm?
Sanji, this is Usopp. Listen, we'd love to get out of here, but Zoro and Jinbei aren't back yet. Brook and Lilith made it through. The ship's just fine. The ship's fine.
And it looks like they managed to crash on something with the Sunny. Like the Sunny is kind of capsized just a little bit while Lilith is kicking Brook in the leg. We arrived safely, didn't we?
Only because of Usopp, you fool!
Because Usopp uses pop greens, like his bamboo pop greens to stop the Sunny. Thank you, Usopp. You really came in clutch. Then we have Jinbei. I understand the urgency. Whether the fight's finished or not, I'm going to drag him back with me. And it shows Zoro still fighting with Lucci. And he loses one of his swords fighting Lucci. You sense that massive haki too, don't you? Almost makes you want to stop and look. It's all over the island. Thanks, Jinbei. We need that now. As Sanji's talking to Jinbei, as he starts to zoom in towards Lucci and Zoro. I see him. He's still fighting. Stupid mosshead, putting the entire crew in danger. He's a liability. And Zoro hears this. He hears this. And then Lucci's just gone. And then he tries to go towards Zoro with hand pistol, spots, Jushigan, butch, or Shigan, Madara, hand pistol, spots. And Zoro just casually dodges. He just casually dodges all. Wait, did Zoro toss his sword up on purpose? I think he tossed his sword up on purpose. Y'all have to deal with me because I'm analyzing everything. I think Zoro tossed up his sword on purpose, just like he did when he was trying to find out what if that Kitetsu was truly cursed or not. He just tossed it up in the air, and then while Lucci's trying to use spots on him. Zoro is just dodging it nonchalantly and then catches the sword and goes, 3-sword style. Hoo-hoova spot hunt! And in an instant, he cuts Lucci. I told you. Zoro was not serious if he was using 2 swords. He gets that 3rd sword, puts it in his mouth, and proceeds to just cut Lucci down. And Lucci's down. Lucci's out! Lucci is out! Lucci's done! Hoo-hoova spot hunt! And just cuts him. And mind you, you see the Conqueror's Haki lightning come off. He imbued all of his swords with Conquerors and cut straight through Lucci. And Lucci's just there, eyes blanked out, spitting up blood. And then we see Zoro holding his swords as Jinbei is watching on. And then we cut to Luffy, who's in the air as he's up in the air going, huh? And then Jupiter comes up out of the ground and tries to eat Luffy. He tries to eat Luffy. He just comes up out of the ground. And he just gets chomped on. But Jupiter does not account for the fact that Dory and Broggy are running up right behind him.
Did you see that?
I sure did. A familiar sight. He's not a man suited for dark places. Here goes. Sun Saw!
And they both use their weapons to cut perpendicular and in reverse of each other to slice through the head of Jupiter. I'm sorry. We've seen many things happen to the Gorosei. But a beheading? A beheading? They just behead Jupiter in this Zoan state as Luffy comes out of the throat going,
Oh, that was close.
huh?
It's you guys, the Giants.
Gah-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba! It's been too long, Straw Hat. We couldn't wait to see you again. Gah-gah-gah-gah-gah-gah-gah-gah.
I need to change chairs. I need to change chairs. What did I just read? What did I just read? What did we just witness? That's the end of the chapter. We have Luffy finally reuniting with Dory and Broggy. What did I just read? Let me come back to chat. Let me, both are good pronunciations. Okay, Neil, but I'm just gonna call your name the way it says. John Stone. Not Johnson, but John Stone. Michael, it's good to see you. Ogata, Sushi. What in the world did I just witness? Okay. Them designs didn't disappoint. No, they didn't. Itsumade looks very Quetzalcoatl feathered serpent. Okay, we're about to find out what we just looked at. Fengchi, Itsumade, Bakotsu, Sandworm, Gyuki. Those are the names of the creatures that the Gorosei are. We finally see them. It is so serious that the Gorosei have all been teleported and transported to Egghead to stop this news. Okay. We're going to look this up. We're going to look up hold on. What did I just witness? Okay, I want to go through. I know someone's got the yes, long summary. Let's begin. Hold on, let me see what you guys have all said in chat. This chapter is insane. Chapter of the year, teeny weeny. It may be one of the biggest chapters to ever drop. It may be one of the biggest chapters to ever drop for One Piece. Now, I can't say chapter of the year yet because we're still in March. This is a chapter of March. This is a chapter in March. We still got the rest of the year. Okay. So, let's also hi to everyone who's new here to the channel. If you've never experienced my insanity whenever I react to a One Piece chapter, well, there you go. So, let's just go through everything. The Five Elders' arrival is noticed by everyone on the island as the battle rages on. In the video, Dr. Vegapunk finishes preparing coffee using one of his new inventions, Vega Coffee, though it only took about 3 minutes, so there are 7 minutes left until the broadcast officially begins. So we got 7 minutes left. Dr. Vegapunk even says if anyone tried to silence his broadcast, that amount of extra time would not be enough to stop it. The Elders appear before Luffy as their names and forms are revealed. J. Garcia Saturn is a Gyuki. Marcus Mars is an Itsumade. Top Man Warkiri, a Hoki. Ethan Baron Venus Juro, a Bakotsu, and Shepherd Jupiter, a Sandworm. Now, here's the thing. Going into this chapter, it says Fengchi, but it also means Hoki as well. Fengchi sounds like a Chinese name, whereas Hoki sounds like a Japanese name. So he's a Hoki. Immediately, Nusjuro sees the pacifista attacking the Marines and changes into his hybrid form, where he gallops at breakneck speed, slashing the cyborgs. Because he moves so fast, the Marines under attack didn't see him at all, though reports of a large horse running around and taking down the pacifista were all over the Marines' radios. To the Marines' surprise, the pacifista have not been cut, but partially frozen, thereby rendering them immobile. Soon, half of the pacifista are incapacitated, which the Marines celebrate over because now they can resume their hunt for Bonnie. You're not getting her. Mars takes to the sky and starts attacking the Frontier Dome, while Sanji tries desperately to get in contact with his crew so he can tell them to escape ASAP. Once he does so, Usopp informs him that they understand they need to escape, but Zoro is still fighting Lucci. Thankfully, they are reunited with Brook and Lilith on board the Thousand Sunny, which Usopp stopped using Midoribosh Take Javelin. Meanwhile, Saturn, Warkiri, and Jupiter start fighting Luffy, with Jupiter diving under the ground. Jinbei is still trying to reach Zoro and says he will drag him back by force if necessary. Zoro's strong, but he's not Fishman strong. Especially Jinbei strong? Jinbei strong. Speaking of, Zoro gets one of his swords knocked out of his hands by Luffy. Okay, so he didn't toss it in the air. Lucci knocked it out of his hands. Who tries to tempt him to abandon the fight by investigating the powerful haki that popped up when the Five Elders arrived. Jinbei finally reaches Zoro's location where he tells Sanji that he is still fighting. This prompts Sanji to call Zoro a burden for taking his time fighting, and when Zoro overhears Sanji's words, he decides to finish the fight using a move called Three-Sword Style Spotted Leopard Hava Hunt. Hahava Hunt. It's called Huhuva Hunt in the chapter, but is it called Hahava Hunt or Huhuva Hunt? Spotted Leopard Hahava Hunt or Huhuva Hunt. Finally taking down Lucci, which I've been saying this all along, Zoro was not fighting seriously. He could have ended the fight then and there, but he was just distracting Lucci. But now, when Sanji called him a burden, he's a liability. Zoro's all like, all right, enough messing around, and just one-shots Lucci. Not only did Lucci get done up by Luffy, but he got done up by his right-hand man, all on the same day. Lord have mercy. As for Luffy, Jupiter appears from underneath him and swallows him whole. However, Dory and Broggy finally arrive on the scene and decapitate Jupiter, freeing Luffy. Luffy is surprised to see the Giants again, as they tell him they got tired of waiting for him to show up in Elbaf, so they decided to come pick him up instead. Wow, Straw Hat Crew are about to have a giant escort to Elbaf. Wow. Okay, so, chapter notes. Let me see what you guys have said thus far. Let me see. By the way, I saw Dune Part 2 and I'm disappointed. 4.5 out of 10 movie? Really? I haven't even seen the first one. Love the panel where you see Marcus Mars flying up while Ethan Barrow moves slicing pacifistas. This was a clean chapter. My God. Could be a soft view like a gun or umbrella, and thus Hahava Hunt and Huhuva Hunt could be pronounced the same. Okay. I need to see JD Legends reaction. Man, I need to check out everyone else's reactions to this chapter. So, let's go through the chapter notes because it gets explained what the Gorosei are. There are 7 minutes left until the start of Vegapunk's broadcast. The 5 elders are now fully gathered at Egghead and undergo their Zoan Devil fruit transformations. Jay Garcia Saturn is a Gyuki, an ox spider hybrid yokai. They're all demons. They're all demons. I told you this. They're all demons. They are all demons. I made a short on this like months ago. Before we even saw Jay Garcia. I think it was when Jay Garcia's devil fruit form was first revealed. I made a short on it saying that all the Gorosei were all devils. And this is just a confirmation of it. Jay Garcia Saturn is a Gyuki, an ox spider hybrid yokai. Marcus Mars is an Itsumade, a reptilian bird yokai. Topman Warkiri is a Hoki, a 4-tusked boar demon. Ethan Barrow Venus Juro is a Bakotsu, a skeletal horse yokai. And Shepherd Jupiter is a sandworm, a gigantic desert worm. Nasjuro immobilizes most of the rogue pacifista units. Vice Admiral Doberman orders the Marines to prioritize Yuribani as their target. Mars flies towards the Labo phase and hits the Frontier Dome. He just flies straight into it. Sanji alerts the other Straw Hat pirates to immediately flee the Labo phase. Usopp was able to stop the Thousand Sunny from sliding off the edge with one of his pop greens, allowing Brook and Lilith to rejoin his group. Roronoa Zoro defeats Rob Lucci. Both Zoro and Lucci can sense the 5 elders' haki, considering it impressive. And lastly, Dory and Broggy rescue Luffy by decapitating Jupiter's beast form. What do I even say? And we're not on break. We are not on break. We finally get to see the entire form of the Gorosei. We see them in their full Zoan state, and Ethan Barrow is the first one out of the 4 to reveal his hybrid form, while everyone else is staying in their full Zoan form. Zoro just straight up one-shots Lucci. He was clashing before, but as soon as he got called out for being a liability for taking so long, Zoro said, okay, bet. Time to, and he didn't even bring out the bandana either. We all know that Worm's head is going to regenerate back, right? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He got his head cut off. We've seen a member of the Gorosei fully regenerate their horn back and their arms back and even holes in their body. But it's going to be something for Jupiter's head to just fully grow back. Because that means that regeneration is for all. Well, actually, we need to see the rest of them regenerate. If we see the rest of them regenerate, then that means that it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. If every member of the Gorosei has full regeneration, we've seen what some of them can do. Ethan Barron is able to move at speeds faster than the eye can perceive, and his sword the way he slices is capable of freezing things. Has there ever been a lethal decapitation in One Piece? Even Wapol survived this. Orochi. He was the most recent decapitation. He got decapitated 1 time by Kaido, and then he got decapitated at least 5 more times by the Akazaya 9, and then he got decapitated a final time by Denjiro. So we've seen lethal decapitations before. One of the Gorosei is a skeleton entity with ice powers. I immediately thought of Brook, because Brook is capable of using ice cold with his slices as well. And he calls it the chill of the underworld. So what can they do? Okay? What can they do? Jupiter's doing the most animalistic thing. He's literally just tunneling underground and trying to eat people. Like a sandworm from Dune. He's just doing the most basic animal thing, but we got the rest of the Gorosei. And actually, we have Mars, who just flies up into the dome. Suppose a dragon at Punk Hazard as well? Yeah, that's another one. Okay, so, how about this? let's look up what a Gyuki, an Itsumade, a Hoki, and a Bakotsu is. We don't need to look up a sandworm. That's self-explanatory. So, let's look up a Hoki. Let me see here. Hoki, yokai. And the first thing it brings up is like every Godosei yokai explained. Oh, perfect. I can bring this up then. Because it shows a full image of all the Godosei. And it's colored in. I don't know if it's going to be that color for the Godosei, though. Let's see. The Godosei assemble on Egghead. The Sandworm, bearing the number 1 on the summoning circle, is none other than let me see here. His yokai-based transformation, certainly, let's see. Saint Shepherd Jupiter has the power to transform into a sandworm. The sandworm is believed to be a close relative of the dragon. However, unlike a dragon, this one does not have wings, hands, or legs. The sandworm, or sandworm, if it's put two together, is very powerful and, as the name suggests, dwells in the sand. It's able to consume those in its path, and it showed its power in Chapter 1110 when it swallowed Luffy whole. Dory and Broggy had to get Luffy out of his body by slicing it apart. That said, fans can rest assured that the attacks that Dory and Broggy land on St. Jupiter are useless, especially because of his incredible regeneration factor. Now, here's the thing. We don't see him regenerate right then and there. We just assume because that's what Jay Garcia can do. At the same time, fans should also keep in mind that St. Jupiter also has a hybrid form, which he hasn't revealed just yet. Then we have the Bakotsu, who is Ethan Baron. Skeleton Horse Yokai. This yokai possesses incredible speed, and most importantly, possesses the power to summon the Chill of the Underworld, which is an ability that appears to be very similar to that of Brook. And Warkyuri, who is a Hoki, is borrowed from Chinese mythology, which is why he's called the Fengqi in the chapter, and the Hoki in other places. And it is said to be capable of terrorizing those in its path. The abilities of the Hoki have not been revealed, yada, 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 yada. Same time, it probably has the same level of regeneration. Itsumade. Itsumade is a creature with a dragon-like body, with wings of birds, as well as a face that is said to be a mix between that of a human and a bird. Its beak appears to be curved, and the teeth of this creature are sharp as razors. The toughness as well as the power of the Itsumade yokai are completely out of this world. Let me see. And it's capable of moving at high speeds as well. Let's see, just like others, it will most likely have an ability that only he can utilize. In his case, this might be the ability to spread an epidemic. The Itsumade is linked to epidemic, as it is said that it emerges only in this particular case and when corpses are littered. That's the Itsumade. Then we have the Gyuki. Ushioni has the ability to hurt its enemies with an invisible blow, as well as paralyze them by holding them down with an invisible force. Able to coat itself in venom and kill nearly anyone. Most importantly, it has an absurd regeneration factor such that even Gear 5 doesn't seem to have any effect against it. Okay, so that's just what they came up with that one particular page. So, yeah. But ladies and gentlemen, Itsumade is said to do with illnesses, isn't it? Don't think Brook is ready yet. Through an interaction between the two would be very interesting. Props to Sabo for escaping, but mad respect also to King Cobra for standing up against the Godosei and Im being there. I think Sandworm is a creature from Arabic mythology. Ooh, interesting. Do you think the Godosei got to choose their powers? If so, I wonder why this Sandworm. If I remember my 90s cartoons correctly, Sandworms are the natural enemy of Beetlejuice. Yeah, they are. Maybe that's a different yokai I'm thinking of. No. Itsumade, you're fine thinking about it because it's linked. It says the Itsumade is linked to epidemics or when corpses are littered. And there's been a lot of death and there's been a lot of corpses piling up at Egghead because of the destruction from the pacifistas and the giants coming through. So it plays in with that theme. But we have all of the demon Zoan. These are demon Zoans, okay? These people who see themselves as literal gods are actually demons. You know, the way people see the God Hand in Berserk. They see them as gods, but they're actually demons. All of them, yokai. All of them, otherworldly creatures. Literally, one of them can tell into a skeletal horse. What? that is capable of using the chill of the underworld. So it's not just exclusive to Brook anymore. Some people think that Emu might be Umibozu. Ooh, I'm getting memories of all the yokai I faced when I was playing Neo and Neo 2, so that's coming back to mind. Q, do you think Oda watched Dune because of the sandworm with Jupiter, or he already planned it out back then? Well, another place where you can see a sandworm is that giant sandworm creature from Bleach in Hueco Mundo. I forget its name. It's a long name. It's not I already blocked out Peche and Don Chaka, but I can't remember the sandworm's name from Bleach, because that's what comes to mind. Let me see. I can't remember, but what a chapter. Huh? What? What type of chapter was this? We see the Zoan forms of the Gorosei, and they're all there. Ravi, Egghead is my favorite arc, favorite arc of all from today. Lord Jesus, I knew Egghead was not going to be an incredibly long arc to get through, but we're at a point where we've seen the Zoan forms of all of the Gorosei members, and they are all demons, like literal demons, literal mythological yokai creatures of myth and legend, not just like in the same string of myth and legends of like basic mythological creatures like the Kitsune, Ninetales, or the Phoenix, or whatever, or literal gods, but these are demons. Literal demons. And we don't even know what all their powers are. You can't tell me that both One Piece and MHA were phenomenal this week. Holster, I'll get to that. I will get to that after this chapter's done. My God! I was not expecting to see. Well, I was hoping that I would see what they looked like. I was hoping. And you know what I found strangely absent from this whole chapter? Kizaru. Kizaru landed on a ship, and we haven't seen him. I'm surprised they didn't show him at all. This man got knocked to a ship and has not moved since. What do you say to a chapter like this? I know I've been talking. I know I've been talking for a minute. For going on getting close to about 40 minutes. You know how I am when I'm doing One Piece and I'm always analyzing stuff. I can't just cut away. You didn't see my member message? Oh yes, I did. I'm back. Oh, right, Ravi, you went on vacation. Welcome back, Ravi. Welcome back from your vacation. Really enjoyed my vacation like I enjoyed this chapter, but I encountered a great exhibition. Check Discord, One Piece for pics. Hold on. Let me see what you put in the One Piece. Ooh. Yo. The Great Era of Piracy, Exhibition Asia Tour. Yo, that's so cool. Everyone's in their Wano getup. Yo, I'm seeing statues. I'm seeing a statue of Blackbeard versus Ace. Please don't touch. I see all these different figurines, all these different posters, and different characters. But I'm seeing I'm seeing a whole bunch of One Piece stuff. I see Zoro, different versions of Zoro. I see Luffy, different versions of Gear 5 Luffy, Ace. Is that Sanji off to the side? That looks like Sanji in his wedding gear from Whole Cake Island. I see characters from Attack on Titan. I see Megumi from Jujutsu. I see Doflamingo, but he's missing his jacket over his shoulders, that looks like Crocodile. That looks like Zephyr in the background as well. Also, is that what you look like, Ravi? Smooth, dude. I like the smooth. Your cut is nice, dude. You look good. Logue Town, where it has a statue of Roger as he's about to be executed. All these different wanted posters of different members from different crews, including members of Shanks's crew, the Red Hair Pirates. Gear 2nd, Laboon. Dude, this is sick. If any of you are a part of Discord, give this a once-over with everything that Ravi's got here. This is... ooh, yo, you're up there doing the pose with the rest of the Straw Hat crew when they were sending off Vivi. Yo, that is cool. I hope to visit one of these one day. This is so cool, dude. Dude, this is cool. This is cool, man. This is sick. This is sick. I like this. I like this. Oh, you got more. Yo, there's a ton of photos. So I'm not gonna look at them all during the stream, but I'm gonna look at them when I get the chance. Man, that is sick. All of that is sick. I would say poor Lucci, but he deserved this. Yeah, he brought it on himself doing all that smack talk, thinking that he's the strongest, and then gets one shot by a man who wasn't even taking the fight completely seriously, just trying to distract him. So instead, poor Kaku. We haven't seen Kaku ever since he got sealed in the bubble by Sanji. Kaku is still sealed inside that sea prism bubble. That's incredible. Egghead, now the 7th longest arc beating Water 7, Fishman Island, and Thriller Bark. Egghead is literally a parallel to Sabaody, but Straw Hats might get a win. They are a Yonko crew now. Yeah, this is the Sabaody redemption arc for the Straw Hat crew. The very reason why they all got separated and then spent 2 years training, now they're here, and their biggest foes are not even an admiral, it's literally the top people of the world. You know, it's nice sitting in this chair. I can lean back with my arms like this. I can't do that with that gaming chair I got. I need to get rid of it, though, because it's peeling near the back, and I just need to get a brand new chair. But we are now at a point where Luffy and his crew are so strong, they are here. Well, it's literally Luffy who's facing off against the Gorosei kind of right now, while everyone is trying to run away. But, I know we got Law and Kid also in Sabaody. They lose right now, but all the Yonkos are winning. The Straw Hats are going to win. They will escape. Let's just see what the next chapter offers us first before we just say that it's an immediate win. Let's wait. We're not going on break after this chapter, so let's wait around. Let's wait. Let's just get through my birthday first before we hit the next chapter. My birthday is literally this Saturday. But let's just get through my birthday first before we move on to the newest chapter of One Piece and everything else that's coming as well. So let's just see. Also, I need to bring to y'all attentions that there have been more demos of Roger's gameplay in Pirate Warriors 4. I thought they cooked with Shanks. No, they microwaved with Shanks. They cooked with Roger. The newest gameplay demo for Roger, for Pirate Warriors 4 and the pack that he's coming in, Roger is mind-blowing. I thought Shanks, with him being Speed Shanks and him throwing out these slashes in and everywhere, was something amazing. Roger is out here throwing out Conqueror's Haki as slashes and then making those slashes explode. You know what? I need a link, y'all. I'll link it. I'll link it so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Because what they got going on for Roger right now is, this man is literally Pirate Jesus. This man is insane for his power. I need to find it. It's in the list. It's on Twitter. Hold on. Let me copy the link, and then I'll just post it in chat if it'll allow me. We playing as a Gorosei in the next Pirate Warriors. I hate that it's called X.com. X.com is so stupid. It's Twitter. But this is the link. Check it out. Because the Roger gameplay is... But, ladies and gentlemen, this was a 10 out of 10 chapter for One Piece. This was great. This was amazing. This was an amazing chapter. What can I say? My God, what a chapter to get literally on the week of my birthday. This is an early birthday gift for me. This is simply amazing. This was such a good chapter. I'm looking forward to the next one. There's not much else I can say about it except we got the Gorosei in their zone states, and who knows what all they can do. Because not all Gorosei are created equal. So we don't even know what every one of them can do. But we do know what Ethan Barrow can do, and he can use the chill of the underworld, apparently. Apparently, that skill is not exclusive to Brook. It is exclusive. I guess it's something that anyone who's capable of becoming skeletal can gain access to. And not only that, but they're all awakened. They're all awakened now. So it's just, I don't know what to say. Elon Musk is dumb for changing it to X. Yeah, Elon Musk is dumb for a lot of things concerning Twitter, but we're not going to get on that soapbox right now. It was a 1,324 out of 10 chapter. Emerald Guardian Girl, it's good to see you, but you're coming in on the tail and 15 watching. 15 people. 15 people watching. Thank you for that. Thank you. It's such an honor and a privilege to entertain so many people. And we know the rank. Oh, hold on. Family calling in. Well, my dad. All right. Okay, yeah, getting food. A burger Philly steak. It's really good actually. It's a big sandwich too, so I can eat one now and then eat it later on. So that'll pretty much tie me over for pretty much the rest of the day. It's a big sandwich plus the fries they give you. There's a ton of fries. It's good too. But yeah, and we know the ranking of the Gorosei in the sense we know who's 1 through 5. Yeah. So let me do this. I want to bring up, this is probably going to slow down my camera a little bit because when you go to wiki pages, they take like a couple of seconds to load and it kind of fuddles with my camera frame rate just a little bit. So I want to bring up the rest of the Gorosei and see if they have a specific number in the order, but well, actually, you know what? It should be showing on the numbers that they come in on the when they come in. It should be showing on the summoning circle, right? Wouldn't it be showing on the summoning circle or no? Because it would be something if they had a number on them, but they apparently don't. But yeah, at least we got an order from 1 through 5. Gyuki, well, Saturn, Mars, Mercury, Venus, Judo, and then Jupiter. If we're going specifically in that order. That's crazy, though. That is absolutely crazy. That's insane. That's insane what we learned. All right, I'm dragging on. Let me exit out of these web pages. I'll look it up on my phone so it doesn't, eat up RAM and stuff like that. Sorry, I'm dragging on. My apologies, everybody. My apologies. I don't think I was here last stream, was I? I don't think you were, but don't worry about it. Don't sweat it. It's all good. Don't even worry about it. But this was Imagine Imu-sama showing up as well. It's gonna be insane and wild. It's already insane and wild for the Gorosei to leave Marijois. We have never seen them anywhere else except for the empty throne room where they were shown to bow before Imu-sama. That was it. We've never seen them anywhere else. Is the frame rate still slow? It looks like it's still slow. Hold on. Let me exit out of whatever I got going. That might have been it. That was causing the issue. That might have been it. I had to exit hours. You sick with a stomach virus? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you're feeling better. Yeah, I had to exit. I had to exit out of that extra stuff because it seemed like it was slowing everything down. Great chapter. Food is on the way for me. So let me go ahead and just say my closing remarks. Oda is cooking, and we live in a world where we no longer have Akira Toriyama, and It is one of the biggest losses to the world of fiction, to the world at large. People's lives everywhere were changed by Akira Toriyama. And to know that his influence, his works, also had an effect on people like Oda and people like Horikoshi and all these different mangakas that we've read and seen entire animated series on. It just shows you how great of an influence it may have had on Oda for him to be the person that he is today, to give us a phenomenal story such as One Piece. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been my reaction to the 1110th chapter of One Piece. We are about to reach a milestone. We're about to reach a milestone in the history of One Piece that we may never touch on again, which is all of the chapter numbers, all of the numbers in a chapter are going to be all the same. So we're going to have a 1111, 4 numbers all the same for One Piece, which we never had before. So this is going to be a first. And I know it's like a small thing, it may not even be worth mentioning, but that's significant for your numbers to reach 4 digits that are all the same. I don't think we're going to reach like 2,000 chapters of One Piece, but to reach 1111 seems like a significant milestone to me, and I can't wait to experience that this upcoming 1111, 1,111, same as Zoro's bounty. Yeah, it pretty much is. It's higher than Sanji's, which he will not let go. But ladies and gentlemen, this has been my reaction. You have been a wonderful audience. It's also Zoro's birthday, I think. Hold on. Yeah, it's November 11th. It is. It is his birthday. 11/11 is the birth date of Zoro. Interesting. Do we sense a clash between Zoro and Venus Juro? Maybe? We'll have to see. But you've been a wonderful audience. For all the people who have been veterans here and regular members here, I just want to say thank you. If I have any new people here and this is your first time being here, I really do hope you enjoyed yourself, and I can't wait to see you in the next thing that I do. So all of you, all I can say is, hope you all enjoyed. Can't wait to see you all in my next video. And if you're new here, then please like, comment, even subscribe if you haven't already, because I am always looking forward to entertaining you. So have a fantastic day. And once again, as always, later, peoples. Y'all may not see me, but I'm going to check and make sure that we have a My Hero chapter today. Well, actually, you know what? Halster did say that we had to have one today. So yeah, on to My Hero!